Hello friends, my name is Shilpa Kakkar. I am from MB Patel English Medium Secondary and Higher Secondary School. Today I have come with subject English of 12th standard. The book is Vistas. The name of the lesson is Journey to the End of the World, written by Tishani Doshi. This is the story where Tishani describes the journey to the coldest, driest and the windiest continent in the world, Antarctica. The world's geographical history is trapped in Antarctica. Geoff Green's Students on Ice program aims at taking high school students to the ends of the world. Tishani thinks that Antarctica is the place to go and understand the Earth's present, past, and future. Tishani Doshi. She was born on 9th December 1975. She is an Indian poet, journalist, and dancer based in Chennai. By birth, she is Gujarati. Tishani Doshi was born in the city formerly known as Madras in 1975. She has published 6 books of poetry and fiction. Her essays, poems, and short stories have been widely anthologized. In 2012, she presented India at a historic gathering of world poets for Poetry Parnassus at the South Bank Centre, London. Now, let us see the journey to the end of the earth in short. The summary of the chapter. It is divided into different parts. It is the beginning of journey. The narrator boarded a Russian research ship, the academic sea Chevalarsky. It was heading towards the coldest, driest, and the windiest continent in the world, Antarctica. His journey began at 13.09 degrees north of the equator in Madras. He crossed 9 time zones, 6 checkposts, 3 water bodies, and at least 3 ecospheres. He traveled over 100 hours in a car, airplane, and ship to reach there. This is what the students should know. We should know the geography. And this explains when we change from one place to another, how the time, the degrees, the checkpost, all these things change. And that brings change in the atmosphere, the climatic change. So, all these things are very important to know, and that is why I have shown with the map also that how it looks when a person from one side of the continent moves towards the other side of the continent, and that is why I have described this with the help of this map. Southern supercontinent, Gondwana. 650 million years ago, a giant southern supercontinent Gondwana was indeed really exist. It is around present-day Antarctica. Human beings had not even arrived on the global scene at that time. Today, the picture which you are looking at the screen is the picture of the big continent which was existing millions of years ago. The climate change at that time was much warmer. It supported a huge variety of flora and fauna. When the dinosaurs became totally extinct and the age of mammals began, the landmass was forced to separate into countries as they did today, as they exist today. Study of Antarctica. The purpose of the visit was to know more about Antarctica. It is to understand the significance of ozone and carbon, evolution and extinction. 90% of the Earth's total ice volumes are stored in Antarctica. You all know that Antarctica is full of snow, and that is why if we see, the icebergs are as big as countries. Days go on and on in 24-hour bright summer light. If we study Antarctica, we come to know that this huge continent has nothing else except the ice. Everywhere we look, we see only ice around. So that is why it was called as supercontinent. It was known as Gondwana. So students, you should know. If you know the geography, if you will see the map, then you will understand. Today, the map which we are looking is completely different from the map which we have got with the study of the past. It is very important to know the present and the future. The past is the most important thing. So, if we know the past, we can know the present, and we can conclude something about the future also. We can assume something. Without that, we cannot know anything about the future also. Human impact. Students, it is we who are interfering in the environment, in the nature. It is the changes which are coming up. It is because of human beings. The most hotly debate of our time is whether the West Antarctica ice sheet will melt entirely or not. If we want to study the Earth's past, present and future, Antarctica is the place for us to go, and Antarctica has a simple ecosystem and lacks biodiversity. As you all know, why biodiversity? Because it is difficult to survive in this land which is the coldest, which is the driest, which is the windiest continent in the world. As far as we see, we can only see white, uninterrupted blue horizon, which gives immense relief. It is the perfect place to study how little changes in the environment can have big results. Scientists warn that a further depletion means destruction of the ozone layer will affect the lives of the sea animals and birds of the region. It will also affect the global carbon cycle. The burning of fossil fuels has polluted the atmosphere. It has created a blanket of carbon dioxide around the world. It is increasing the global temperature, which is visible at Antarctica. When we see icebergs melting away, we can understand how this cold region is also affected due to global warming. Students on Ice is a program that provides the student with a golden opportunity to understand how global temperature can be a big threat to human existence. We all talk about all these things, that we have to take care of certain things. It's better to use natural sources than to use the man-made sources. So this is the reason that as the temperature is going up, it is increasing the threat to human existence also. It shows a new understanding of them. Geoff Green thinks that high school students are the future policy makers. They can help in saving the earth from ecological dangers and the effects of global warming. According to the founder of the organization, we are the young versions of future policy makers who can turn the situation around. That is, with our understanding, with the study of such places, we can bring changes in the use of resources, in our lifestyle, which will not adversely affect the atmosphere. So this chapter is very important from that point of view. So we should understand how we can save the earth through this lesson. The next thing we should know about the effect of climatic change. The author gives us an example to show how small changes in the atmosphere can be threatening. The microscopic phytoplanktons, phytoplanktons, these are the plants. What are called as phytoplanktons. So these are single-celled plants. They nourish the entire Southern Ocean's food chain. They use the sun's energy to use carbon and supply oxygen. See, a single cell plant even exists in that atmosphere. Any future depletion, again, let me tell you, the meaning of depletion is destruction in the ozone layer. I hope you all know what is the meaning of ozone layer. Ozone layer is a protecting layer which protects us from the sun rays which are directly falling on us. It is like a cover. The clothes which we are wearing, it is the cloth of the environment. So the ozone layer may affect this functioning and indirectly affect the lives of all kinds of animals. So we have to be very careful. Antarctica had a warmer climate until then. Despite human civilization around the globe, it still remains in pure form. Being a South Indian worshipping God, this writer says that it was unimaginable for the author to visit the place that constitutes world's 90% of ice, a place so quiet that it is only interrupted by snow avalanches. Snow avalanches means snow storms, where the mountains of the snow fall down with the storm, with the thunder. So they see that the sun is not at all affecting that place, but the global warming is affecting this place. We have to understand it was the most thrilling experience of the visit, that is walk on the ocean. Here when the author walks on the ocean, it was a thrilling experience. They climbed down the gangplank and walked on the ocean. They were 52 persons. They were walking on a meter thick ice pack. Understand the thickness of the ice. See, a meter thick means such a huge high ice pack was that they were walking. 52 persons were walking all together, and it was not having any uh, difference. They were walking on a meter thick ice pack. Under the ice pack, there were 180 meters of living, breathing salt water. Seals were enjoying themselves in the sun on ice. The narrator was wondering about the beauty of the place. He wished it would not become a warm place as it used to be millions of years ago. If it happens, the result can be ruinous. Ruinous means dangerous. See, students, it is a home to a lot of evidences that we can give that can give us a glimpse of the past, and at the same time Antarctica helps us to foresee the future. The place gives an awakening threatening alarm that global warming is actually real. Who knows if Antarctica will be warm again? And even if it does, will we be alive to see it? Students, we do not know. This is alarming time. We should know that it is extremely important for us to take care of the nature cycle, all the things which are happening these days is the disturbance in the nature. So wake up, wake up for the better future. See, we have we are not the people who owns this environment, who owns this world. We have borrowed it from the future generation. We have to take care of it, and we have to be very careful, very emotional and sentimentally we should think about the future generation also, because the beautiful world in which we are living, we have to pass on the more beautiful world to the coming generation. Students, I hope this chapter is clear to you. For better understanding, read the chapter, go through the chapter. These are the few important questions based on the chapter. Read to it carefully, understand it, write the answers. For better understanding, read the chapter. Till then, bye. Thank you.